How is everybody feeling today? It is the 10th of February and it's a Monday. This morning I have dropped off my youngest daughter to school, and then I've come home, and this morning I've been spending my time looking for holidays, or looking at holidays, looking at prices. Unfortunately, being a student means that you're skint, but I would say I tend to always feel skint, whether I've been working or not, now studying. There's always something to pay out, whether it's for the car, whether the kids need something, obviously the bills, the heating bills. So today is just going to be, I don't know what today is going to be, if I'm being honest. I've just literally switched the camera on and thought, right, start filming. So this is a brand new channel. My name's Heidi. I am currently I'm journaling life at midlife, also talking about perimenopause, being a mature student at the University of Northampton, and all those sorts of things. So I've left myself in a bit of a hurry, so at the end I'll share my makeup, what I'm using on my face, and then I'm just going to do a quick hair put up, otherwise I'm going to be late to class. If I'm being honest, this morning I feel like I cannot be bothered. However, we all know that those are days that you need to be bothered. And so I am going to keep moving forward with my day today. It's not very nice outside. It's raining, like blustery, proper wintry morning. I changed my patch this morning, my HRT patch. I'm on my second prescription, so I'm into month 3. So I've been on HRT for 4 months, and at the moment I would say there's a definite improvement on my energy, although you would never know in this video because I'm having a bit of a dull day, low day, whatever you want to call it. I think motivation is the word. I just feel like I have no motivation today. However, since the patches, my motivation has came back. It's come back very slowly, but I know definitely that my energy levels are so much better than they were over these past, I'd say, 2 years. I haven't been bothered to do anything, but I have been getting back into exercise, been doing a bit of running, I've been doing yoga, just yoga at home, following YouTube. Some YouTube girlies that do yoga. That's been quite nice. But yeah, still very up and down, which is hormones, I guess. You know what it's like when you've been suffering for a while and somebody says, you know, try this, it may help. You kind of consciously or subconsciously expect miracles, don't we? We think, yes, I'm going to take this. I remember taking it for the first time and my friend texted me. Well, I put my first patch on and my friend texted me and said, how are you feeling? Do you feel any different? And I was thinking, well, if only in 24 hours. If only. But what I would say, so far so good. More better days than bad days, which is not the experience I'd had pre-HRT, so I will keep you guys updated with that. And like I say, I'm on the patches. One of my best friends is also on HRT and she has the gel and she seems to be getting on all right with that. So I will keep you updated. My hair's so knotty, but I haven't got time to do a full-on brush out, I'm afraid. So you're going to see me do my super quick, stick my hair out of the way in a protective style. Sorry guys, I had to move my bubbles out of the way so that I can stand the tripod up for the camera. But yeah, this is my quick updo. I should say this is my everyday do, because if you was to see me of a day, my hair is usually like this. Out of the way, stress-free hairdo. Right, I feel like I'm rambling, so I will show you what I use. So today for my updo, everybody knows this trusty hair gel. I remember this from when I was younger. That's what I use on my hair because it doesn't go hard after a couple of days of using it. It's a nice, shiny, smooth looking product. So that's what I want my hair. I creamed my face this morning with Aveeno. Why is that not? There we go. The blue one, which is for extra dry skin, I want to say. Yes, very dry skin, because that's a symptom of perimenopause. Oh, God, you knows. Yes, dry skin and menopause, dry hair and menopause, dry everywhere. Okay, my bronzer is the Body Shop. I only use concealer, I do not use foundation, is Revolution. And what else? Oh, mascara. The mascara I'm currently using is Over the Top. What's that? Yeah. Is that L'Oreal? Maybelline. Okay, right. I'm off now to put my shoes on, get ready for uni. So I'll catch up with you guys later. Hey, day 2 of my little mini vlog. I have literally just recorded an intro and I was totally looking at the wrong part of the camera, and now I feel weird because I'm using my iPhone and the camera is obviously at the end of the phone, so I feel like naturally I want to look this way at myself, but I need to be looking at the little green light so that it doesn't look like I'm talking in the wrong direction. Feels really, yeah, very strange and quite uncomfortable. However, the iPhone is what we're using for now, just to see how these vlogs go. So my intro was talking about my day yesterday at uni. We had a guest speaker, which was basically a presentation about statistics. You know, it was a lecture on statistics without maths, but it felt very much like maths. I am studying psychology counselling, and obviously research is going to be a big part of the degree and what psychologists do. So yeah, it was very interesting. Took me right back to secondary school. We were talking about mean, modium and range. If any of you guys wanted a little reminder of what we used to do, maths GCSE, I think it was. But yeah, that was my brain. This brain is not yet an academic brain. So, you know, it's a new way of learning things, but it's good. I'm excited at the same time. So today is yoga. I'm trying to do more exercise now that I'm in midlife, especially, but also to help with perimenopause symptoms. So yeah, I've started running, and if I have excuses for running or the weather's really shit, I do yoga instead. Be meeting my mum with a couple of her friends just for an hour or so before I go and pick up my youngest. So I'm not going to take you with me because I do not feel comfortable vlogging in public right now. This feels weird on its own. So I think in the next clip, I'm probably just going to talk a little bit more about, I kind of want to go with the flow with the vlogs, and I want them to be very chatty, but obviously because this is new to me, it feels a bit awkward. And I just want to get a first video out there, but I want it all to make sense. So I think I'm going to talk through some of my perimenopause symptoms. I've started HRT, so I'd like to go through my process with that. And yeah, and obviously talk about my experience at uni being a mature student. So yes, I will see you in the next clip.
Future videos and live.
I have two visitors. That's Rain, the black cat, and then the one laying down behind her is Blossom. My little kitty catties, they're 3 years old. Right, I am doing my hair, ready to rush out, pick up a couple of things from shopping and meet my mother. Okay, so I have a cup of coffee. I've been on my perimenopause journey I'm trying to do all the things to help myself, you know, make me feel better and alleviate symptoms. Tea, coffee, I love, specifically coffee. And so yeah, I'll try and have 2 coffees a day, both in the morning, and then that's it. And then at night I'll have a cup of tea before bed, but I'll have decaf tea. And the plan was to move over to decaf coffee, but there's just something about decaf coffee that, yeah, I'm probably a bit addicted, to be honest, to the caffeine, but yeah, that's how we're going at the moment, and it has made a big difference with my sleep. So I wanted to talk a little bit about, right, what have I done? I've washed my face, so I need to cream. So I've lost my train of thought. Symptom number 1 of perimenopause: brain fog and memory loss. Short-term memory loss, or just certain words, basically. So I've completely forgot what I was just going to say, but anyway, let's start getting ready. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to do my chores before meeting my mum or picking up my daughter. But yeah, symptoms of perimenopause. So I think I've said previously, I've been on HRT for I think 4 months, coming up to 4 months. Difference that I've noticed at the moment is my energy levels, which is amazing, because probably for the last 2 years, but also leading up to that, I just felt constantly lethargic, couldn't be bothered, but to the point where literally couldn't be bothered, didn't care, you know, like for anything, to do anything, to go anywhere, even a holiday. If someone had said to me, go on a holiday, it felt like too much effort I need to get ready while I'm talking, too much effort to like think about what we need to take, sort the kids out, what they might need, like that brain energy just wasn't there. I just couldn't find it. So this will be a little bit of a story time, I suppose, but yeah, I would say the last 2 years I have watched tons and tons of podcasts. I always watch them on YouTube because I love to be able to see the people that are talking on a podcast. Don't like listening to them in the car. I like listening to music. So I've spent a lot of time listening to podcasts about perimenopause. Davina McCall, the angel, who, you know, started off the conversation in the UK about menopause, perimenopause and all those things, was where it all started for me, really. I started thinking, oh, okay, so, I mean, at the time I was 44, I'm now 46. And she was talking about her symptoms and the other symptoms that you can have. And then obviously off the back of podcasts, I would then Google and go and find more information about symptoms. So I'll give you a little rundown really on, I just started collecting my symptoms along the way, because obviously a very common mistake that women make and doctors make is that they think they're depressed, so they'll go to the doctor and say, I don't feel right, I feel really low, you know, and I felt this way for a long time. And in extreme cases, some women do feel suicidal. But I didn't feel that way, but I did feel very, very low. I had a sense of like, oh, I feel like nobody really needs me. I felt like I wasn't really very significant in any kind of way. It was And I knew it wasn't me. I knew, like, this isn't right, this is not. I've been depressed before. I've had medication for depression, like, in my late 20s and my early 30s, before I had my second daughter. So, I just knew it wasn't that. So anyway, when Davina started talking about her symptoms, I immediately thought, right, okay, this is something that I need to keep an eye on. So I would say my top symptom was low mood, but to the point where it was to do with how I felt about myself and how I thought other people felt about me. Yeah, it was a feeling of like uselessness, which, you know, if you're a mother, you're never going to be useless, are you? Because your kids need you all the time. And anyway, but that was a symptom that I was quite concerned about. And then all the other most common symptoms, so fatigue, migraines. I remember I went for a period one year when I was still working at the bank where I went to the doctors about migraines, and I was really, really worried because it seemed constant. And I went for a scan. They gave me migraine tablets, but I didn't want to take them because they made me feel sick and sleepy. And I just thought, this is not right. Why am I getting them so bad? So migraines was another biggie for me. It affected, you know, not being able to work. So I worked behind a screen, and there was no way on some days I could look at a screen with a migraine. But yeah, I had a CT scan. Got itchy nose. Ooh, itchy. But that came back all clear. So that was the point where I thought, right, you need to cut down on your coffee, you need to start drinking more water, you need to look at your sleep and stop sitting up all night watching YouTube or whatever might be on the telly. You know, let's see what we can do for ourselves, because that was another thing. My brain was on overtime so much because I just, you know, so much was going on in my body and I couldn't really switch off. So yeah, that's why I've reduced the coffee intake as well, because of the migraine. So I did that, and it did help, actually. Just the caffeine and sugar. Sugar is another little addiction of mine. Chocolate in particular. But yeah, cut down on that. And then the other symptoms, so the main ones: brain fog, migraine, fatigue. My breasts literally hurt all of the time. Now, since I've been on HRT, the main things that I've noticed is my energy levels. So that's come back and has been very noticeable. I can be bothered. Going for a food shop doesn't feel like I was climbing a mountain anymore. You know, the basic things that we do as mothers or as women day to day seem doable again, which is amazing. So that's the main thing that I'd say I've noticed. I haven't been getting migraines. Oh, body aches. Body aches is another thing. I would get up in the morning and I would feel like, I don't know, I'd done a workout the day before, like a real intense workout where everything hurts, my joints, my muscles. I used to get pain in my ankles. That's completely gone, which is another good thing. What else? they're the main things so far, and it has only been 4 months. And I also have a coil, the Marina coil, which I had pre HRT anyway, but I've had that changed. But apparently that's supposed to help as well with perimenopause symptoms. But yeah, I think I'm just going to finish my hair now. I'll perhaps do like a video, like you know, all the tips that have helped me so far feel a bit better, and anything new that I notice now I'm taking HRT, if that would be useful to anybody. Do that, I think. Do another, like a separate video specifically on perimenopause symptoms and things that I've tried, like vitamins and stuff as well. I started taking magnesium, which helps me sleep, which helps with the headaches. That was one of the best things I did. Start taking magnesium, and I also take collagen because my hair was so dry, so dry. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go and finish this hair dud and speak to you later.